Welcome to another episode of Chevalier, where we are here to help men and women find happy, healthy, and long-term relationships. As always, it doesn't matter whether you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Puerto Rican, South American, Australian, or even the penguins at Antarctica. At the end of the day, I think it's pretty fair to say that most people are seeking happy and healthy relationships. Most importantly, first, I want to wish you all, hopefully you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. You got to enjoy your Thanksgiving, and you got to make the most of it the best way you can. Because one thing you learn is, even though Thanksgiving is a day for thanks, I always personally say that every day is a day for thanks. You should always be blessed, always be thankful, and always be happy that we have someone to share the holidays with. And if you don't have anyone to share the holidays with, then this is the place for you. This is where you should have been here a long time ago. But you're here now, and now I'm here to help you. And I always tell men, you got to get yourself out the house. You got to go out. You got to put yourself in a position to meet the type of women you're looking for. And I know that sometimes that may not always be feasible because things are going on in life. You're working hard. You're either successful in maintaining that success, or you're trying to put yourself on a level where you can continue to always have that success, and it may not give you the opportunities to always go out and about, to go to bars, to go to lounges, to go to volunteer events and meet the type of people you want to meet. So the best way to do that, I always say, is online dating. Online dating gives you a preference to meet the type of women you want to meet without wasting your time being in situations with women who either may not be interested or who may want something different than what you want. So I always give my top 3 best dating sites. I've done this before, but now I'm going to go more in depth and why these dating sites are the top 3 that you need to be using in order to find a happy, healthy, and long-term relationship. I always start first with eHarmony. eHarmony was created by Dr. Neil, can't remember his last name, but it's been around for a pretty lengthy amount of time, 30 plus years. Obviously, apps haven't been around that long, but eHarmony has definitely been around that long. First, they take you through a compatibility test, because instead of focusing on looks and focusing on, money, eHarmony has put together a pretty good algorithm that focuses on compatibility. So they're going to ask you maybe close to 100 questions up front, and I know to a lot of people it's tedious, but they do that intentionally. Because I'm pretty sure not just answering the questions, but how long it takes you to answer specific questions tells them a lot about you and what you're looking for. So that way you can find what you're looking for in a woman you want to be with. eHarmony doesn't allow you to just match with random people. Instead, they match people for you based on their compatibility to what you want. So that way you're spending more time matching with people who fit what you're looking for, and vice versa, and less time swiping left, swiping right, just to see, if you both can get along or not. eHarmony, you're gonna spend a pretty nice penny. I think I think they only give you like 3 months, 6 month periods, 9 months, 12 months. But I think up front, usually you're gonna pay at least $100 and some dollars or $90, but you're gonna pay more than what you would for any other site. But to me, it makes sense because dating sites is like anything else in life. Better quality is going to cost you more money. And I can definitely say that eHarmony has the quality of women that most guys would want that would be worth you paying that type of money. And like I said, if you're going to spend that money when you go out anyway, especially to meet someone or to date someone, so here's an opportunity where you can spend that same level of money to meet a higher quality of worthy women. So that way you're not wasting your time on these sites where you swipe left, swipe right, and nothing's happening. You get what you pay for. And if you want to meet a certain quality of women, be prepared to spend a certain quality of money to meet and have access to these women. The second site I'm going to give you is Match.com. Match may not be as expensive as eHarmony, but the quality of women who are on the site are just on par, if not pretty close. And to me, that's a great thing because Match is a little more price effective. You'll spend either $30 a week, or you pay $60 a month, or you can pay for extended packages. But the thing that makes it so great is, if you pay the $60 a month, which a lot of people might still consider pricey, it's cheaper than paying $30 a week, because if you pay $30 a week, that's $120 a month. If you pay $60 a month, you're literally only paying 50%. You're paying half of that for the full service. You can't beat that. That's a lot financially savory. And to me, that's the better situation, because at the end of the day, you're going to meet quality women who are dating for the purpose of a relationship. And to me, that's something that's pretty valuable, because when you go on a dating site, you get sick and tired of these free sites, because pretty much any and everybody can get in, and you're talking to somebody's grandmother, or you're talking to some young lady that's too young to even know herself, more or less know what she wants in dating. Where when you're on Match, you're talking to sophisticated, educated, successful women who want relationships like you do. And then finally and lastly, I say Tinder. Now a lot of people say, Tinder, most women on Tinder just want sex, or they just looking for a guy that's a gold digger. And I say that's not really the case. Tinder, to me, is one of the best places to meet women. Number one, because it's price effective. They got levels for the ballers, and they got levels for the entry-level guys just trying to get their foot in the door. And the reason why all of this is so important, because the idea of dating is to put yourself in a situation where you can meet women who want happy, healthy, and long-term relationships. And yes, there's a lot of swipe left, swipe right, hookup culture, and all these different things. But through my research, there are more than enough worthy women, quality women, and valuable women who are seeking happy, healthy, and long-term relationships with. I know so often we get so used to letting the subset majority rule our perception. We let a handful of women who are just out here wasting time and doing nothing, and as men, we tend to think, oh well, that's most women. And I'm here to tell you guys that absolutely is not most women. Most women are seeking love. Most women are seeking happiness. Most women are seeking relationships that are peaceful, without the drama, with happiness and love. And sometimes we tend to focus too much on women who don't want relationships, because they got it all hanging out, or they dressing so seductive where that's the only thing they offer is what they can do in the room. And outside of the room, they can't even put together a coherent sentence. Instead of focusing on women who have more to offer than what's in the room. They got conversation, companionship. They know how to call a brother, check on you. They know how to care and see how you're doing. eHarmony, Match, Tinder. These are the top 3 dating sites that I've learned when I was single before I got married, that will put you in a situation to meet the type of women you want. Especially for successful men who do not always necessarily have the time to go out every time they want to meet a woman. Sometimes it's more convenient getting online. And how we shape our profiles to present to the type of women we want, well, that's a conversation for another day. But my thing that my father used to always say, you got to get your foot in the door first. In order to get your foot in the door, you got to know where to go. So in that order, you got eHarmony for the top level echelon, high value men. And even if you're average or above average guy, eHarmony is still the way to go. Because why waste all this money on dates that are not going anywhere when you could spend this money on a place that's going to allow you to meet these women? Put yourself out there. Put together a nice profile. Send messages. Let women know you exist. They're not going to know you exist just because you signed up and you created a profile. They're going to know you exist because you took the time to speak and let them know that you're there. So again, gentlemen, put yourselves out there. Meet women. Let them know you exist. And introduce yourself so you can put yourself out there to find what you're looking for. And as always, gentlemen, have a happy, healthy weekend. Until next time, peace. We are gone.